Hey guys, so Lloyd here, back again with another review, and today we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Target exclusive Cobra Island Cobra Viper. So without further ado, let's get into it, kicking things off with the accessories. Kicking things off with accessories, the Cobra Viper does come with a few, and we're also going to be trying something different, so let me know what you think of it in the comments below. But, that being said, it does come with this larger rifle here with a removable ammo clip, so that's pretty cool. Just pegs in right on the bottom there, snaps into the bottom, excuse me, but you can hold that pretty well. Also comes with a little pistola, which I want to say is reused from Duke, Beachhead, and maybe the Cobra Trooper. I don't know, I don't have one of those to compare it to. Speaking of the Cobra Trooper, he also has some goggles, which I don't know if these are also from the Cobra Trooper, but he does have them. And I will say, since we got it here, they don't really sit in front of his eyes that well. You mostly just gotta have him sitting on his helmet like this if you want him to stay on there. I can't get it around the faceplate, and the faceplate, as far as I know, is a solid piece with the rest of the helmet, so there you go. He also comes with this little bandana neckerchief piece. Goes around his neck. And last but not least, it's got a backpack. It's got the peg on the back or the front. It's got some red details and I think even a little bit of gray. Just a touch of gray. But for the most part, it's solid black. Not a whole lot going on. It does peg into the back of the figure, though. It's a little tricky, though, but I managed to get it in there. It's hard to line up the peg with the hole in the vest and then the hole in the figure, but it can be done. It can and will be done. So the neckerchief, put that on his neck there, and then as for the head, it just sort of pegs in. Doesn't snap in per se with that neckerchief on there, but it does stay on fairly easily. And then last but certainly not least, you can take the pistol and put it into the holster on his hip there, which I want to say is also reused from Duke, but I'm not sure. There you go. And then, of course, he can hold this rifle pretty easily. Me personally, I actually like to stick it in backwards and then rotate it around. That's just easier for me. You might not need to do that. There you go. And we pop the backpack off, of course. With the hole. And snap. There we go. So there he is. True G.I. Joe Classified Series fashion. You can give him all of his accoutrements to make him as cool as can be. So, just adjust the camera a little bit here. Stand him up. There he is, ready to get, well, punked out. So, that being said, let's move on to articulation. Moving on to the articulation on this guy, and for those of you familiar with any of the G.I. Joe Classified Series figures, you're going to feel right at home here. It's pretty much the same across the board, albeit a little bit different in the wrists, which is kind of interesting. But with that being said, let's get into it, shall we? Let's see. Here he is. Very cool looking. I'm not sure what the quote-unquote rank of a Cobra Viper is. I imagine it's higher than a trooper, but not really like a commando or something. I'm not sure on all that. I just like cool looking action figures, and this definitely fits that bill. So the head, you can rotate it all the way around, snap his neck, now he's dead. You can look up and down, but it's got the typical tight as heck G.I. Joe neck peg going on, but it does look up and down pretty easily due to the ball joint in the neck there, which also gets some tilt out of, so that's nice. You can of course look side to side, as I said. Shoulders go out to the side, about a right angle to the body. He does have butterfly joints, but they are very limited. I mean, he's got this vest on, so they'd be limited anyways, but you don't get a ton out of that. So why they even put it in there, I don't know. You can rotate his shoulder all the way around. I will say that it is a little bit on the loose side. Seems to be stiffening up a bit since he's been out of the package. It's got a bicep swivel, double joint at the elbow. And he can punch himself in his own face. That's fun. And the wrists are actually different. He's got an in and out on this side. Not a lot, mind you. And then he also has an up and down on this side. I'm not sure why they don't just go with 2 up and downs instead of an in and out and an up and down. I think the only ones that really had that were, come to mind anyway, Snake Eyes, the Red Ninja, Baroness, Destro, Cobra Commander, but he only had the 1 grip hand. Maybe Scarlet? Not sure on Storm Shadow because I don't have that guy, or the Cobra Trooper. But Duke, Beachhead, both Roadblock and Gung Ho, because they're pretty much just kind of variants of each other. They have the in and out hinge on at least one side. So yeah, for those of you not aware, the up and down hinge is pretty much the correct hinge for gun holding hands, but I digress. Nobody really cares about that anyways. I will say though, these gauntlet pieces were like on the bottom of the arm, like this plate was beneath the hand when I opened them up, so you're going to have to rotate these around when you get them out of package, but it's not too hard to do. It's got a ball joint at the waist, crunch forward and back. Not going to get any Marilyn Mansons out of this guy. Like, he can barely crunch forward. He can crunch forward enough, but I don't see him doing any acrobatics if he ever decides to leave Cobra, because he keeps getting punked out. Hips are on the drop downs, which I could take or leave those as well. They don't really do anything for me. I guess to get him into a crouching pose maybe. But you can splay the legs out, back up, move them around. Nothing crazy. I will say he doesn't have the tight kind of click in the hip that I'm used to seeing with classifieds here, so maybe they're fixing that. He does have a thigh cut though. You can hide that with the little strap on the pistol holder there though, so that's nice. He can't kick his Viper ass. Well, whatever. He's got a boot swivel. And then he's got a hinge in the foot with a rocker joint and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. If he's taking out half your collection with a shelf dive. I will say he is a little bit more limited with the backpack and the neckerchief bandana thing on, because that's obviously going to constrict his head torso movement, but probably knew that going into this. Sure. With that said, let's take a look at some size comparisons. Taking a look at some size comparisons, here's the Cobra Viper next to a couple other G.I. Joe Classified Series figures. Got Duke and Gung Ho, reviews of those coming soon. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends movie Deadpool and Cable, reviews of those also coming soon. And last but certainly not least, we got our two regulars. Got the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus and the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. So that being said, I'm going to wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and what else can I say about this guy other than that it's another solid G.I. Joe Classified Series figure, albeit one that I don't know how rare it's going to be in the future. Hopefully it doesn't become the next Cobra Trooper. Fingers crossed. But with that said, do not spend a buttload of cash on this guy. I can guarantee you it ain't worth it. It just ain't. And besides, would you rather have this for $100? Or would you rather have one of these? Come on.
You know you want it.
So with that being said, I would recommend this to the right person. If you're a Joe guy or girl, we don't judge here, you're going to want a couple of these probably, maybe even more. My Target in particular got almost 2 dozen of these. So everyone who wanted one that showed up when the doors open got one. People who waited, missed out. So hopefully they get more. But if you are a casual collector, such as myself, one ought to do it. I don't really have room for army building. I just like cool toys. This is a cool toy. So yeah, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. I got lots of stuff coming. I got my top 10 lists to do still trying to kind of fill out some holes on those lists before I actually put them out there for you guys. I'd actually like to have the top 10 when I do the top 10, not the top 9 plus some random crap lying around that, oh, I fancy this today. So, yeah. Also, T-Biz, shout out to T-Biz, stay tuned to his channel for a review of the Firefly from this series, this wave. Is it a wave? It's 2 figures. That should be coming, if not tomorrow, the next week, as well as a review of this guy, because we managed to snag him one. Lucky son of a gun. Yeah, almost missed it. But for those of you who don't know T-Biz, just scroll down. I'm sure he's got something smart to say in the comments. Speaking of which, don't forget to leave a comment in the comments section below. Let me know what you found. Remember, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And hopefully 2021 suck a little bit less than 2020. Maybe not at first, but hopefully as time goes on, things will just calm the heck down. It needs to just calm the heck down. So with that being said, till next time, I'll catch you guys later.